Trent, to play part of the game with 15 men, to have to defend like you did at the end but come up with your first win of the season, tell us the level of pride you're feeling right now.
Yeah, huge, mate. I'm just really happy for the players. It's been a tough 6 weeks. Probably an understatement, not just for the whole club, and players in particular, but they turn up every week, they never whinge, they work hard, they cop feedback, they deserve that result tonight. I thought that's the best win I've been involved in my coaching career, and even as a player, that was so important, not just to the players but our whole club and our fans and our members and everything. So just really proud of them, Matty. They've showed a lot of resolve, a lot of determination and grit and care for the club, which is really important.
Is this your greatest coaching win and your greatest win you've involved with as a player as well? That's putting it in some pretty elite company.
Yeah, I've made it meant a hell of a lot to all of us. No one really knows what goes on in the four walls of a football club, and the emotion in getting prepared every week, and given what we've been through, mate, that's a huge win, and they're a good team. And we were... we lose the fullback, we lose the captain. We're without a lot of players, and I'm just so happy for them. Yeah.
So as a result, Cronulla had 65% of the ball in the second half. You were forced to make an extra 50 tackles from them in the second half. What were you thinking through the last 10 minutes as you were prowling the sideline nervously?
Yeah, just hang on. When we made a couple of errors coming out of yardage and put a little bit of pressure on ourselves, there's still things in our game where we can improve, certainly no doubt about that. But in terms of giving the players some confidence, we've been good in patches, but I thought that was our best defensive effort for 80 minutes. And a good learning curve for a lot of our younger blokes too. And belief's a big thing in the game, and you don't know where it goes sometimes or how it disappears. But this club hasn't won a lot of games for a while, and that's a huge thing for all of us. Yeah.
It looked like you were a bit emotional down on the sideline at full time.
Yeah, it was. It means a lot to me, mate. And we worked hard, and the players work so hard, and that's why you get emotional about it. We spend more time with the players than you do your family, so it's a big thing for them, and they're really happy. It's something we can build our season on. It's easy to kick everyone when they're down, and we've had a rough 6 weeks. So huge effort. They're a really good side, Cronulla. They throw a lot at you. So defensively, I thought, particularly some of our younger guys have never really been involved in a game like that before. So for them to know that they can hang in and tough it out and win is huge.
No one's ever been involved in a game where there's been an 18th man used. What was your... And you didn't put Brandon on until the last 5 minutes or something. What was your thoughts about, when that opportunity arose and how to use it?
Yeah, we were aware that we were able to use Brandon, which was good at the end because we had a bit of a plan just to keep rotating our front rowers in the second half because it was it was tough on them. And then Wakey ended up going on there for DT at the end, so he's too much worries. Wakey, he's never too serious about anything, but he got on there and Matt, it was just a terrific effort. So I'm hoping it can kickstart our season. It'll certainly give them some confidence, and it's good reward for how hard our staff's worked as well.
What were your thoughts on the tackle? You had a guy sent off last week.
Yeah, same thing. Was it Talakai? Yeah, and I don't have too much of a view on it. If his arm was, I don't think it was intentional. Certainly, it was a good shot, but his arm wasn't there. So they're the rules. But it is rough when you lose one, and he can come back into the field to play. But I don't know. I haven't had too much of a look.
Baz, what about this talk with Matt Burton? He would have loved watching tonight, but is he backflipping?
No. I speak to Matty regularly, and he's. I think even watching that tonight, Matty knows he's coming to a club that's got some backbone, and I liken it a little bit to when Newcastle signed Kalen Ponga. We're getting a really good player in Birdo, who I think's a future rep player, and that's what I knew I was signing 12 months ago when this all happened, and the club's excited to get a player like Matt. And Penrith I was at Penrith in 2011 and 12 when we went through a similar sort of thing, a similar sort of rebuild. It's hard. And, Phil Gould put a hell of a lot of things in place out there that they're reaping the benefits of now. And Matt, I'm just happy for Matt that he's in first grade, he's playing well, and we'll keep improving the joint. So when he gets there, he's going to walk into a really good club, this is a great club with a hell of a lot of history.
Are you surprised or disappointed with Penrith's comments that he's going to be better off staying there next year if he was to truly develop?
Yeah, I don't really want to get into that. I think all in all, it probably just puts pressure on the player, on Matty, and we tried to. Matt tried to get Matt early, but went through all the right channels to do that. And, but that's water under the bridge now. I'm just really happy he's playing first grade and playing really well. He's a good kid and a really good player. I think everyone's seeing now, and Penrith are certainly seeing what I saw in him at training 18 months ago. So, again, I think it's a real bonus for us as a club. We know we've got Birdo coming, we've got Adokar coming, we've got Kotrick, who's only 21. Flano, I thought, played well today. They're all young. So we've got a real plan in and around our recruitment and what we're trying to do. And I certainly won't be bullied into making rash decisions in who we sign and looking for short-term fixes. That's not the way we're going to do it. The club's been really supportive in the plan that we've got in place, and if we look for short-term fixes, we're going to be in this situation again in 3 years. It doesn't matter who the coach is. We need to make hard decisions now. We need to sign the right people, and we need to play the long game and not look for band-aid solutions, and that's what we're doing.
You'll have to support that long game. That's the problem. You're saying the coaches don't get that.
I'm going to play it anyway.
Trent, you talked about backbone a bit earlier. Dylan Narp's had his critics this year. He played like a man possessed, especially playing the first half where he chased, I think, saved the try and winning Roddy.
Yeah.
What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, he was terrific. I thought him and Tomo, we challenged the players a fair bit this week, and they were sick of... They weren't happy with some of our performances either, and I thought our two front rowers started the game really well. We started with a lot of intent. We simplified things a hell of a lot, and I thought Naps was really good. I'm really happy for him. He had a really disrupted pre-season, and again, it gives him something to kickstart his season with, and really happy with how he went.
Just to put Matt Barrett, how is he? That was one of the biggest shoulder challenges.
Yeah, he's a tough fella too, Matty, so he doesn't lie down too often, so it rocked him a little bit. It was a fair shot. So
you're on ground level with your what a press box with your up there.
Yeah, it was a fair set from him actually. They've revved up a little bit there, but Matty Dury's, I was glad he got some time, but disappointed that he had to come off. He was a player of the future. There's probably 4 or 5 kids out there in our side that can still play flag. Matty Dury being one of them. Averill being another. There's a fair few. Aaron Shop come onto our bench and as a 19th man, and so look, we've got some good young kids coming through. It's not all doom and gloom, and we know that, but I'm just really happy the club could get a win.